Hello there, welcome back to Golden Horde. As you can see here, we are currently up with Poland, Lithuania and Novgorod. It's basically a war for vassalization of Novgorod, but also going after the four provinces that we still require, that is in the hands of Lithuania. So that is basically the goal for, well, the war that we are currently fighting. Also most likely going to, as I said, vassalize Novgorod. That is going to give us a lot of free course in the area. So we are definitely going to start, well, fabricating claims along the line here, where Novgorod does not have cores, so Stroma it is. But last time we annexed two of our vassals at the start of this war, and we're basically just going to continue where we left off. I am relying on the Ottomans a lot here to destroy the enemy armies. I'm pretty sure a lot of this comes from Brandenburg, for instance, potentially also a little bit from Kurland, just stuck up here. I'm a little bit unsure, but we are going to attempt to siege the four provinces that are, well, interesting here, and I am going to rely on the Ottomans to more or less destroy the enemy forces. I'm going to sit back here. I'm going to allow those Georgian nationalists to do what they want. They're actually stopping a missionary. I might have to do a little bit something I don't really want to, and that is sending this army down to deal with the revolutionaries. I might have to break up some sieges, but I'm pretty sure that the Ottomans can deal with this, so I'm just going to take the chance. I really want the missionary to get done, and that is really the only reason why I'm doing this. I'm probably going to lose quite a bit of men here too, which is again not good, but it is what it is. We're going to also go for sieging of Kiev here, because that is the capital of Lithuania, and thus it will give us hopefully a little bit more incentive on their part to give up. Now, I decided to just take 10 diplomatic points there, and the reason for that is really simple. I could have taken more, but diplomatic points aren't as important as admin points. I need admin points for warring, I need admin points to, well, back up. I need it for my religious stuff here. So there's no reason for me not to take any extra diplomatic points when it, well, forces me to reduce inflation later. What we will do, however, now is just continue the war. We'll be attempting, as I said, to go for vassalization of Novgorod, hope that the Danes can do some real damage to Muscovy, and we'll probably be ready to fight them in 9 years when our truce runs out. So I'll just keep the war going. If something goes bad here, if I get attacked, for instance, I'll show you, but I think it should be a really simple war to win. We'll see how it goes. The siege of Ingermanland here is over, and with that we can go for vassalization of Novgorod. I think, well, at least I thought. My apologies. Apparently I have some more provinces somewhere. I have no idea where though, which is a little bit of a problem. Probably up in the north. So I think what we're just going to have to do here is wait, I think. I don't really see a better option to do this. I will not get military access to Muscovy. I could also wait for the length of war to go down. I think I only have I don't think I have a choice in the matter. I'll just have to wait for it to go down, and then we can hopefully here make something work. Now this is some bad news right here. The Lithuanians do have a fairly decent army now, and so the Ottomans are currently being... the Ottomans are currently being idiots. My bad. So yeah, I am going to try and defeat those rebels, which I'm going to be capable of doing, so we're going to run what we can. The Ottomans are actually dealing quite a bit of damage here, so again, I'll be relying on them, well, damage for me, and hopefully I can win said war. But if I end up in any battles, I'll show you. If not, I'll just keep things going as they are. I really wish I could find the lost province of Novgorod, but I honestly have no idea where it is. We'll just have to wait. It's going down pretty rapidly though, so it's perfectly alright. We'll wait and see what we figure out. There we go, Novgorod is finally, well, gotten less stubborn, so we'll accept a vassalization here with 1 point to go on. There's also two very big peasant, well, revolts here I have to take into the account, but we are going to go with the vassalization of Novgorod. So there we go, that deal is done. Novgorod is now a vassal of mine, which means that Denmark here could be a really big issue. It seems like they have actually inherited both Norway and so yeah, these guys could definitely become an issue. Seems like they've inherited both Sweden and Norway. and there are provinces in this area that I would need, so it seems like I will have a big issue here with Denmark, which is not, well, beneficial to me at all. But it is what it is. This is the deal that we will be going for. The Ottomans might hate me, but let's face it, it's better to just take the provinces that I can now while I can, rather than messing it up later. So we'll take these 4 provinces, which are 4 Russian provinces that I need, and we can use the next 7 years to prepare for war against Muscovy. Potentially Denmark, we'll have to see, but these are terms that we have reached for this war. Now, I had a little bit of a slip up towards the end. My army died to, well, kind of way to say this, but my army managed to die to something as simple as rebels. There were rebels in Kaluga here, basically Orthodox rebels, that did not like me very much, so they ended up, well, they ended up more or less hurting me a lot. But it doesn't really matter, I can deal with that. But now we do have basic most of the provinces we need. I still need to find Genoa, which will lead to a war with the Empire, which is pretty bad. The Ottomans do not like me due to I did not give occupied calls and claims in peace. And these 2 here, so I definitely need to make sure here that if I end up in another war, I need to make sure that the Ottoman claim on this thing has run out, or something like that. I'll have to see, it's just 2 more years until it does, so I might go for a war against Genoa for that, with the Ottomans as an aid, if I can do so. But I'm earning a lot of money now. The reason for that is really simple. My mercenaries died. I'll allow Novgorod to deal with their own peasants, and we'll see what Denmark does here. I'll get back to you once they have actually reached a verdict. I have a free advisor slot here in diplomatic power, but I don't really need that much of it right now, so that is perfectly fine by me. But I think we might go for wars against Nogai and potentially Uzbek. I'll have to see. I'm also, again, a little bit unsure what I want to do with Muscovy. I could use them, as I said, as basically a colonization tool, but we'll have to see how the war with Denmark goes. If they take too much, then Denmark will be the definite problem. If we take a quick look at it, I have no idea how many troops they have, but it should have a decent amount. 25,000. If they actually give us a border, we will attack them. That is the truth. So for now, however, we'll just hang back, we'll allow manpower to recover, we'll allow, well, money to grow, and we'll prepare for war pretty soon. I'm a little bit unsure if I want to invest in, well, the basic financial tools. I probably should, and yeah, I think we can afford to invest in this. It's going to be a while before I can annex either Novgorod or Persia anyways, so it wouldn't make sense not to. Apparently, we have Persian patriots here, a lot of them. Some are actually still, like, in Baluchistan, which is kind of weird, because are all of these in favor of Baluchistan? Weird. Anyways, allow Persia to solve itself. But we are going to tech up here. And with that, we get an increase in trade range by 20, trade efficiency by 10%. Now, as I said, I'll wait and see what Denmark decides to do here. And I'll keep on converting the lands, coring, etc. We'll see how it goes. It seems like Denmark did actually take a fair bit of land here. The problem, of course, is that we do not have a Castle ally, and we also have a truce with them. Did release Nizhny Novgorod though, which is kind of an, well, free meal, I guess. So I guess we are actually going to go for them. Unless, of course, they do have some extra cores, which they do on my land, which is not tolerable by any means. So what we're going to do is just basically continue going east. We're going with Galach next. And I think I'm actually going to just do a very quick siege and conquer here on Nizhny Novgorod before, well, Moscow gets. So the first thing that happened in Nizhny Novgorod's life is 6,000 rebels. Well, doesn't really matter. We'll crush them anyways. And Muscovy entered a military coalition against us. I think they're the only member though, so that should be perfectly alright. I think. Let's see, my own country. Muscovy, yeah, Muscovy. I will use my secondary guy here though to improve relations with the Ottomans, because if I lose that alliance, I'm probably fucked. This is interesting. Denmark joined. Denmark has 38 aggressive expansion forces. These guys have 140. The fact that Denmark joins the coalition with someone who chose ways to war against doesn't make too much sense to me, but that could potentially mean that Muscovy will now get their window of opportunity, if I can, yeah, or if you can phrase it like that. I might have to go for Nogai, Uzbek, Chai, etc. Basically, the Mughals are just, well, get Persia done and next them. That could be a way to grow a little bit of extra power. And I think that is actually what I will have to do. We'll decide on that next time. But probably a bad idea then to declare war on, well, these guys. But it was a free meal, and it will be a free meal, so I don't really have any big regrets towards that. But of course, it would have been fine, good if I could have avoided it. We're most likely going to fabricate claims on 3 more of the Nogai provinces, potentially 4 here. Then go after them next. We also, of course, have Timurids and, well, the Mughals to complete Persia pretty quickly. If I can do that, we are going to just go straight for the annexation of them. So I guess fabricating a claim on the Mughals, declaring war on them for the purpose of taking the Karakomi province and 2 Mughal provinces is probably going to be what we'll be doing next. But we'll consider that more in depth next time. Thank you for watching. Please comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and I'll see you next time. Bye.